Hello gamers, Barmy here, and in today's video I'm going to show you how to make a great UI in World of Warcraft. This UI removes all the clutter from your screen, showing you only what you need to see when you need to see it. Let's go and get started making it. So this is the default UI with all my add-ons disabled. I don't think it looks very nice, and it's definitely not very practical. So the first thing we're going to change is the minimap. The add-on I use for this is Sexy Map, and this is what it'll look like when it's freshly installed. Now, if you right-click on the map, you can go to the Options menu, and you'll notice that you can unlock the minimap here, and then move it to anywhere you like on the screen. You can reset the profile by clicking this button here. Now go back into the Options menu, click on Borders, and then click Clear and Start Over. Then change the minimap shape to square. Now, click Background Edge and click Enable, and then choose a border that you like. Once you're happy with your border, you can scale it up here. The remaining options allow us to change how and when we see other minimap information, such as buttons and add-on icons, coordinates and the clock. So now let's go ahead and activate shadowed unit frames and do a reload. And we'll see now that we've got a really nice looking unit frame for a player and a target underneath. We can get into the options menu by typing /SUF options in the chat. Then, if you uncheck lock frames here, all the possible unit frames will be revealed on the screen. Have a play around in the settings to get each frame the exact height and width that you want and locate it exactly where you want it on the screen. The next add-on we're going to install and set up is Dominos. It's probably going to look a little messy at first, but don't worry about that. To get into configuration mode, just left click on the domino icon on your minimap, and now you'll see that all of the bars that you can configure are highlighted in blue. These bars can be dragged and placed to wherever we want them. I'm going to move everything out of the way for now to make things easier to work with. Clicking on a bar will bring up its settings options, and you can move the sliders or type in a new number to adjust the layout to how you like it. When setting up an action bar, first check that all paging options are disabled. This option is only for classes that can change form or stance, like a warrior, rogue or druid, and this will be configured at the end. Continue to configure your main action bars to the dimensions that you like. These bars can also be placed next to each other and then moved as one for easier setup. To do this, make sure to enable sticky bars in the options menu. Here is an example of how you could arrange your action bars, but it's important that you choose a layout that works for you. Now, right-click the domino icon and go to Profiles and give your profile a name. I've set mine to New Player. Any changes that you make will be saved under this profile name. To keybind our bars, just go into the Options menu and click Bind Keys. Hover over a button and press a key to set its binding, or if you need to clear a key binding, then just hover over that button and press Escape. At this stage, it's important to learn your keybinds completely. You should know what button activates what spell without having to look. Now once you've got this dialed in, then we can go ahead and hide these bars. Now go back into the options, create a new profile with a new name, but copy it from the existing profile that you made. So now you will have two profiles that are exactly the same. The new profile may be named Hidden or something like that, should be arranged similar to this. The XP bar is at the bottom, with the pet action bar below where the pet unit frame will be. Cast bars and mirrors are just above the player frame, but make sure to leave a space. You'll see why later. My four main action bars are at the top, just under action bar 10. This is our paging bar. Use more than this bar if you need to. The bars along the right, they are my utility bars. I use these for macros, food, professions, stuff like that. To make our bars invisible, just click on them, click on fading, and drag faded opacity down to 0. Also, you want to click on advanced and make sure that enable click-through is checked. This will make sure that we can't accidentally trigger a spell by clicking that part of the screen. Bar paging then. Let's change the Dominos profile so that you can see my bars. You can see that my Sinister Strike and Eviscerate are visible. Now paging allows for this bar to change when I change form, so that my stealth skills can be used instead. To set this up, click on the bar that you want to switch skills, click on paging, and then set up Action Bar 10 as your stealth skill bar, or your cat form bar, or defensive stance bar, whatever. Finally, make sure that you actually put the skills on that bar that you're going to use, and you'll be golden. Weak auras is absolutely necessary to make this UI work. We use weak auras to display our consumables, our cooldowns, procs, buffs, anything like this. Weak auras can be complemented by other add-ons such as NUG ComboBar, NUG Energy, and Plate and Nameplates to give you even more information in the sweet spot of the screen. To learn how to set up weak auras, watch my tutorial. There's a link in the description below. If you want to display DPS or threat meters, you can place them here. I have a couple of macros on the right hand side of the screen to turn them on and off. This is the basic template of my UI, but you can play around with it to make it your own. Once you've built your perfect UI, take a screenshot and post it on my Discord so I can check it out. Also, comment below if you have any good ideas or would do something different. If you found this guide helpful, then please like and subscribe. And as always, enjoy your time in Azeroth, and I'll see you in the next one.